Tonight's bold question, can the doctor's daughters prove murder? Two of Dr. Macneill's daughters on the stand today testifying against their father for the prosecution, talking about their father's demeanor, his story, and his mistress, Gypsy. Is it enough to prove the murder charges? The After Dark defense says no, they can't prove it because there was no murder. And let's start with the daughters. Let's start with just one word to describe the daughters. Trinity Hundredmark.
Cahoots.
Let's talk about the big witness today, Rachel, the doctor's daughter, testifying. How about getting rid of those bloody clothes? Just get rid of that stuff. All the stuff is put into the garage.
That's understandable. I mean, it was a traumatic event. He doesn't want to look at it. He doesn't want to see it. I think it's understandable that you'd want to move that out of the sight of you and your children. He's got other children there.
I just want to remind, just on the whole Gypsy did it deal, she has an alibi. I know Dr. Macneill has one, but her alibi is with someone else in Salt Lake City, about 20 miles away from there. So, and her car was also being serviced that day.
But if the prosecution's case is simply that he was cheating on his wife, so he's a killer, they have not closed the loop. I mean, this is all circumstantial. You've got a daughter on the witness stand today that doesn't look all that stable, and then you've got just a mistress. There's just not a great case here for the prosecution.
Let's go. I have a question for the defense. This is pretty much what we just heard her describe, right, Mike?
Yep.
That she was like this. So why is it, After Dark defense, that everyone else who came into this bathroom described her position differently, like that? Why is he describing it like that?
I think there was actually...
Did I just hear a cricket?
I think actually all the witnesses that came in after, there wasn't a complete account that everybody was consistent except for the doctor. I think everybody was a little bit different as to how that between clothes, between what she looked, where she was. They actually
What just happened here?
It was significantly more difficult, and I think she actually weighed 180 pounds more than 150, so she actually has 30 more pounds than the mannequin does. So I think you can see that the sheetrock is easier to carry than a human being, and dead weight soaked in water is going to weigh more.
She's throwing him under the bus for murder because of a grudge about money, you think?
Well,
because she wasn't the executor?
Well, I think in terms of him just suddenly naming Alexis the executor days before the murder, I mean, she clearly, you can even see it in testimony today, she's clearly the one that is the most stable of the family. I mean, she's the most educated. She definitely seems to have the best head on her shoulders, so I don't think just that changes.
Let's figure out from our experts who had a better day, the prosecution or the defense. Trinity.
Defense.
Defense. Right. What a great job by our jury tonight and all our experts. We appreciate it. Don't forget, watch it all day long on HLN. Gypsy and Ada potentially on the stand tomorrow. That's it for HLN After Dark.